It's very dangerous. But we should always take a scholarly approach and say, this book claims to be written by Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, or his student. He lived in the 1st century. He was a Tana. This book appears in the 13th century. There's ancient Spanish in there. There's
Arab. It also has Arab in it.
The Crusades. This is how we conclude that it's pseudepigrapha. That it gained traction because it claimed to come from Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, but those ideas don't appear in the Talmud like this. I'm sure there's ideas in the Talmud that are recycled, like in the Zohar, okay? But to make the claim, to call it the Zohar Kadosh, now it's like divinely inspired, right? And it's kind of redefined what makes someone remain Jewish nowadays. You can utter a Jewish thought in mainstream Judaism without, stepping on 10 Kabbalistic concepts. It's very...
Since when?
What?
Since when is this trend going on?
When the Zohar was written, when the Ashkenazi world wasn't familiar with it. It wasn't until after Shabtai Tzvi that the Hasidic movement, right, the founders of the Hasidic movement, basically came over via Podolia from Turkey into Poland. The students of Shabtai Tzvi crept into the Ashkenazi world, gave birth to the Hasidic movement, and this is why we have Kabbalah in the Ashkenazi.
Why do you have to be so derogatory about the Hasidic movement?
But let's
what
am
I going to say?
You're making things up based on your presumption, because Shabtai Tzvi was a failure, but that has nothing to do with Hasidus.
So the Baal Shem Tov,
the essence of Baal Shem Tov had nothing to do with
Shem Tov live in Podolia. So Podolia bordered Turkey. There was a region where people could travel from Turkey to Poland.
Shem Tov didn't live in Podolia. He lived in Mezhbutz.
He lived in Podolia.
He lived in the Carpathian Mountains.
Yeah, no, Carpathian Mountains.
Which is the east, the west of Ukraine.
The Baal Shem Tov got his ideas when he lived in Podolia. That was where the Sephardi world met the Ashkenazi world.
Yes.
And the vast majority of Sephardi Jews followed Shabtai Tzvi as Mashiach. And it was infused with Kabbalah.
By that point, Shabtai Tzvi was already a deadbeat horse, okay? He was gone.